Hello and welcome to the series, The Windows IT Pro Stories, where I'm chatting with IT professionals to learn about the experiences with Windows 11 and to get a different perspective. My name is Haji Dalawal. I'm a product marketing manager for Windows Commercial at Microsoft. And with me to discuss Windows 11 is my friend and an IT professional and a Microsoft MVP, Sandy Zeng. Welcome, Sandy.
Hi, hello. I am Sandy Zeng. So my full name is Sandy Yinghua Zeng. It's a little bit too long, so I normally using just only Sandy.
I know you're into the modern management of devices, and that's your specialty. You do a lot of automation work with Microsoft Endpoint Manager and stuff. So, can you tell me how does Windows 11 fit in with the management of devices and keeping them secure for in your organization as well as your customers that you work with?
Many customers are asking now, how can we help them to upgrade their Windows 10 to 11? So first things, I will normally tell my customer that start using endpoint analytics, because organization might have a lot of computers and you don't know if they can be updated to Windows 11. So how can they know it? So the best tool is the endpoint analytics. And most of customers already have license for that, and only that some of them, they don't know this feature in the endpoint manager.
That's a good feedback in terms of start with endpoint analytics, which is giving you basically analytics on what devices you can upgrade, and if there are any like issues and problems, you can try to resolve those before you do upgrades. Are there any security features with Windows 11 that sticks out to you that is awesome and why IT pros and customers should embrace?
For the security, so Windows 11 comes some set of default security that Windows 10 does not have. It's out of the box. You don't even need to configure that. So it's like you open your box and open the machine, and Windows 11 is there. Security is already there without you do anything. So this is the first thing I like about. And then today, after you told me about this config log, I did not know about it. This one is great. I'm actually testing that.
Excellent. I like how you mentioned that security is on by default in Windows 11, which wasn't previously. And so as soon as you start, you deploy, you start using it, you are pretty much, you can have the confidence that you're going to be, protected and can work, with ease.
Yeah, I think this is a good feature. I mean, I really did not know about it because I am like an IT admin. I just configure AV settings and deploy to the machine and make sure it's there. But then I did not know this one, that you can prevent the user to do change, and then it will revert it back and make this kind of secure code Windows devices.
So what are your, when you're dealing with your customers and customers all over the world, and what are they asking you about Windows 11? Their leadership, their management, or the IT departments that you're working with, what are they asking you about Windows 11?
They actually ask simple question. They normally just ask, should we update that? Is Microsoft going to kill Windows 10? So that's the question they ask, because Microsoft is now pushing Windows 11 a lot. And normally I will tell my customers that I have been using 11 so long, I would not go back to Windows 10. No. I mean, there's any reason. Is there any reason want to stay in Windows 10? Actually, the question will be like this.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why? What's your reason for staying back on Windows 11? Yeah.
It's
so
like
that's a good one.
And I see company accepting Windows 11 way better than the time when we tried to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10. I remember when the time tried to make people change from 7 to 10, that was difficult. And I also see many people try to make the Windows 10 looks like Windows 7. Remember that time they modified the UI and they update Windows 10, but it wanted to look like Windows 7. And now no one does that. No one trying to make the Windows 11 looks like Windows 10. So this is a
Right.
good thing.
So I've been asking IT professionals, hey, you must have a tip or best practices or something that you want to share with other IT professionals. So what is something that you have that you want to share?
Example, that I can hide the desktop icons, all of them at once. So I remember I showed this to one IT person and he did not know about it because they were saying that every time I try to do a presentation and his desktop is full of icons and documentation, and every time had to clean up before do the presentation. So I said, you can just hide them, right click on your desktop, and then there is this feature, hide your desktop icon, just click it.
Simple
It's
as
done.
that.
Yeah, simple as
It's
that.
done. So one final question, and then I'll let you go. What is your advice to IT professionals and customers on why they should upgrade to Windows 11?
Windows 11 is faster, more secure, performance is way better, and the UI, the design UI is so nice. So if your machine cannot upgrade to Windows 11, then you should get a new one.
All right, Sandy, thank you so much for being here. It was great chatting with you and getting your perspectives on Windows 11. And thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you so much.